Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with a Kamihime project video. I've done a few runs of this, but I kind of want to just put one on camera. But this is Accessory Quest rank 9, and you absolutely want to try and grind this because it's going to give you some stuff that you may want to try to get. It's called the Angel Accessory Set, and it has a lot of different stuff that we haven't seen before, like things up to damage caps for different types of damage. You can get like stinger identifications. It still has a slotted effects like the devil, so you can see something like an assault increase if you have, like, say, an accessory on the first slot for your character. There's a lot of different stuff, so you may or may not want to ignore using any other accessories at this point, because it's pretty good. I probably should save that ability for a different part. But generally when you do accessory quests, just go in. If you have drop rates increases, you probably want to bring them because they're actually pretty good here. So that's something to know. But just go in, do your runs and whatnot. You can get, I do believe, up to 5 chests from this. I'm not sure if you can get more. Like, that's the most I've seen anyone post is 5 chests. So that said, it can be quite a lot of stuff you get from this. I'm just going to save my abilities. I'm not even going to forget one turning this whole thing. But the whole thing with this is the fact that Angel Set is very, very good. It is very, very powerful. If you get 3 Angel pieces on a character, they will get a 100% Ascension increase. Just them, not the entire team. But it's great for a lot of your healers. So depending on how the healing is, you may or may not want to get that. So that said, again, grind stuff out. Try to get the Angel pieces. I'm hopefully getting one on camera, but I don't know for sure. But it is definitely worth it to try and get these because they're very, very good. They're very, very powerful. I cannot stress that enough, and they're going to be the best ones you can have right now. The only time I can see somebody still needing Devil is if they're going into, say, a fight where they want the burst gauge increase after each turn. Something like that. But you may or may not even need it. So again, all depends on your team setups and whatnot. Like, see, I got 4 right here, but I don't think any of them's Angel. They're all Devil. I know this is definitely Devil. But it did give me an Angel ring for clearing some stuff, so there's that as well. And there's also, of course, more changes to the accessory shop if you really want to not wait for Angel rings, but I wouldn't do it. Still just try to get these accessory spears. Because the only good thing for Angel Ring is to just try and get an Angel Set effect on your healer. That's it. I would ignore everything else. But again, up to you. It's not a bad placeholder until you actually get rid of other things, but again, it all depends. But I know I definitely didn't get any Angel accessories anytime soon. I did get this one for clearing, but not actually. But they come with damage cut too. There's a lot of other effects. You probably do want to check these out. So, and this was the dark ones. I didn't mean to go to dark. I meant to go all of them. But you get the idea. Lots of effects we haven't seen before. This is actually nuts for a devil. But like I said, just try to go through and see if you can get anything. They did change some of the wording for this too, if you're looking at this, because it's kind of weird how they have affliction just cut off. It's really supposed to be resistance, but it's actually a pretty sizable amount of resistance compared to all the accessory stuff before. And of course, triple attack's still there, but that's if you really care about it that much. Go in, get your stuff, grind it out. There's 5 runs per day if you haven't already started doing it, so something to know. I may also cover some of the events as well, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't fully decided on all that. But other than that, the only other thing I can really mention about this is that there's some decent DXs right here that you may or may not want to try, but there's a load of them. Like this one, I kind of do want to try. I don't have any of them. I'm gonna just give it one shot and just say screw it after that. But it all depends. So, like yeah, one shot, gave it. I don't care after that because those characters are very, very good. Don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that I'm trying to aim for a different type of character, so I'm not trying to spend too many jewels. But some very good DXs if you're going to try for some of these characters. I would say in this one, Bao is definitely one of the ones to try and aim for. Sequana is very good. Pluto is also very good as well. Some decent weapons too, depending on the character. Like this one is a critical weapon. Too bad I can't go further than that. But it isn't a bad critical to have one copy of until you get better ones. So it has some use. It's just you're going to replace it later. Just like the Succeed weapon right here is, again, not bad, but you're going to probably replace it. And this one isn't that good, so I wouldn't worry about this weapon. But the characters themselves are very, very good because a lot of this is very, very good to actually have. Like this one is a special type of defense down that's not going to miss, I do believe, and it stacks. So that's something to know. It's not wound, even though it says it in the name, but it's really a defense down. But she can give damage plus to all different types of like damage and everything, like ability, burst, normal attack, stuff like that. So very good to spread out to your characters. This one's main gimmick, burst healing. You definitely want to try and do that. Like get as many bursts as you can. If a full burst is activated, she'll also remove some debuffs off of you as well. And she got ways to actually increase her burst gauge or do burst without using it. But generally, get a team that can cycle through burst quite a bit. She's definitely going to be very good with Awakened Ash. So there's that. And then Pluto, of course, pretty good supporter and everything too. But she's also burst oriented. And if you have a lot of buffs, she's going to up special attack, which is kind of rare to get your hands on. So that's also some good use for her. When it comes to the other DXs, like, I wouldn't worry too much about this one unless you really want these characters to go permanent. But you can do a selected, gotcha thing for this, so there's that. But, this one is just another DX. I have one of these characters and they're very good. But anyways, they should have buffed her abilities here, Fire Atom. Very, very good for when malicious. And also for, Bether Plus. So she's very good for fire teams. In fact, her healing is just nuts. Like, you see this one turn heal. So, yeah. Even though it's a single target, that's probably one of the best single target heals in the game. This one, she's kind of so-so, but can actually nuke pretty hard if you get the right conditions. So, that's something to know. And then on top of that, too, she needs the windbreakers or this passive is going to mess her up pretty badly. Where she'll deal less damage and receive way more. So definitely make sure you have some windbreakers if you're trying to keep her going. And then this one is, if you care about light burst teams, you're going to want this character because she gets burst resistance, which goes past the normal defense down. I can't stress that enough. Burst resistance and normal attack resistance are very, very powerful when used right, especially if you can combine them with wound, which one of the souls do if you don't have a character that does wound, which would be Kong Ming. So, that said, you can pull off some very crazy stuff. But, again, it all depends. This girl, her, if you have enough Exceed to hit the soft cap on Exceed, then you'll be doing 2 million bursts normally. You can go past it, but that's basically the soft cap. This girl can make hers as a 4 million. As long as she has 200 burst gauge. And she's got ways to increase her burst gauge. She got ways to buff herself. She can sit back and burst res for the team. I use her a lot. She's very, very good. In fact, last thing I'm going to show before I end this is I'm going to swipe out my party, and yeah, this is the team. Pretty strong triple nuking team I have right here. I did change how some of them look. Like I changed how Uriel and Fraser look. That's why they have these little icons right here. But she bursts, and a whole bunch of others do it too. And my suggestion, if you're going to burst, try and get more burst stuff. Like I have like 2-3 burst weapons on here, so just to try and maintain all of that. But anyways, that's all for this. And of course, since the event is a raid event, there's a heroic. I'm going to try it because my fire team actually is pretty solid. But no guarantees I'll clear it, but I'll have it on camera if I do. So anyways, look forward to that. But the main thing with this event is the fact that you're going to get debuffed a lot with this heroic. That's the one thing I know for sure. But anyways, that's all for this. More will come soon, and take care.